Hello, Reese from the Point Music Podcast thingy. It's been a while. Got a new one for you though. Finally got to catch up with the boys from 3/5 of the Jensens, Bodie, Nath, and Joe. They've got a new single out called Paper Walls. They're playing Soul Bar on November 6th, and they've got an album coming out next year. We talk about all this sort of stuff on there, and a bit of music geekery sort of stuff. Check them out. I hope you enjoy this one, ladies and gentlemen, and people of all sorts, the Jensens.
The mascot is a
Where's
storm.
Bodie gone?
Oh no, but we're recording right now.
Oh, okay. We'll just go. I'm ready.
It's not live. All right. Hello, Jensens. Well,
It's not live or it is live?
No, it's not live. But we're recording right now, so...
All right.
Shut up, Nathan.
Nathan, Joe, and Bodie comes on... Where are you, Bodie?
There I am. Can you see me?
Yeah,
Keep
gotcha.
disappearing.
There's Bodie.
Yeah.
All
Hi,
right.
Bodie.
There's your roll call. Cool. Jensens. It's been a long time since I've actually seen you guys play. Like a very long time, I have to admit. So guilty of that.
When was it?
Fuck, I can't even remember. It would have been a Soul Bar gig.
That's the place you play on the Sunshine Coast.
Pretty much. There's more coming. I can tell you that now.
That's
Yeah.
good. I like to hear that.
There's more coming. There's a
Sick.
alternative like dive bar coming around the corner from Soul Bar soon in Dewporth.
True.
Sick.
And Nambour Town's getting a big one, an 800 cap one.
Whoa, that's
Oh,
huge.
shit.
Yep. Oh shit, indeed.
It was only Kings Beach Tavern and Club Envy.
Yes, Club
Club
Envy.
Envy.
Ah.
What-
Oh wow.
What a time.
No,
what
we
a
don't-
That's where it all began.
Yes. No, we don't mention. No, I could still smell the glitter from here. The extra.
And
club.
amongst other things.
Oh yeah. Hey, well done on the new track. Paper Walls is pretty sick. It is actually.
Thank you.
It's very sick. It's actually very like it's because I've been following your progression for quite some time. But this is probably the danciest and punkiest sort of one that you guys have brought out for quite some time, I would say.
Yeah.
That's a good way to describe it.
Dance punk.
Punky.
Yeah. We don't really do that much anymore, but it's probably the most
No.
funky thing off the album.
Well, why the change then? Like what brought this one on?
Oh, it's definitely still an outlier on the album, so it was just kind of a one-off, I suppose, in that.
We were just like,
kind of sound.
yeah, we were just like, let's do one like that.
It's kind of like
Because
a red herring.
I
Then,
guess
isn't it?
that's it is. It's a weird one to lead the album with, but
Yeah.
I guess we just wanted to do something that kind of captured that energy that we used to have when we first started out.
That's cool. So a bit of a homage to that, and then basically a throwaway at the same time, and leading into the new direction that you guys are going in. Then is that
Yeah.
cheeky?
Sort of, kind of.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of different shit on the album, so this one isn't necessarily an indicator of the style of the rest of the tracks,
Right.
but definitely like the overall sound and production.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely still fits sonically with the rest of the album.
Yeah, I remember in the early days,
Hmm.
it was just a matter of, let's just give this song a go and see where we can take it. And it wasn't really until the mixing stage where it actually finally glued in with the rest of the album.
Okay, so you added extra flavors in basically just to make it gel.
Well, I guess that was the thing with like all of the songs.
Mm.
Well, we kind of just got really drunk at my parents' house and laid heaps of synths over everything.
Before that punk track, and we're like, maybe we should spice this up a little bit because it's going to sound too different.
You always need synths, man. That's the one thing I've found in particular during this whole COVID thing, man. With me producing
Everything needs synths.
Everything needs synths.
Synth-
Everything
Fun.
needs synths.
Everything needs synths. You don't think you need it, but you do. And tambourine, basically, as well. That's the other key element.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Gotta have tambourine.
So, where was this actually recorded, though? Because there was no mention of that in the actual press release, I don't think.
Ooh,
Recorded
true.
at a studio which me and Nathan lived at for a little while this year and last. And then partly at Joe's parents' house in Samford, we had a little portable setup we took out there and laid down a lot of the fun stuff on the track.
Hell yeah. Some DIY home studio stuff is the key. That's
Yeah.
That was fun. We recorded a lot of vocoder out there.
Yeah.
Well, there's
We
always
did
room
a
for
lot of
vocoder,
vocal.
too.
That's
Yeah,
right.
vocoder. That's what really brings a song to life.
Synth and vocoder.
So,
And I think you did some guitar lines in Joe's bedroom there as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I am
that was,
sitting right here where Bodhi recorded the intro guitar line.
ooh,
yeah.
Sacred ground.
mark that
years,
territory.
Piss on it.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, let's not do
It's
that.
carpet.
So was this like born out of the whole COVID crap as well? Just out of curiosity? Or
Nah.
no, it was already.
Yeah, it was
in
way
progress?
before.
Sick. That's
We
good.
just
to know.
finished it off during COVID.
Yeah,
actually
if
came
COVID.
for us to finish it off, really.
Yeah, that's with most. So how long? How long?
Yeah.
Because the album itself, like Hammer and Blush, which you're scheduled for May next year, which is very, very wise. Because it gives you some time to fucking
Yeah.
prep and maybe hopefully some extra bits and pieces will open up in Australia. But
For sure.
so how long has that been in the works? Because the last what was the last single you brought out before this one? Was
August.
Brought out an album in August last year.
yeah. All right, so that's pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for COVID, we were planning
Would've
to
already put
originally
the album
release this
out.
album in August of this year.
As with
So
a
it
lot
was
of
mainly
people.
because we lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mainly because we lost the tour that we had booked that was going to kind of fund
Fund
getting
everything.
it mixed
Oh.
and mastered. So we had to just put it on the shelf for like 5 months.
It's all
But
right.
it gave us more time to like nitpick it and be real perfectionists
and
about it.
add since
And AdSense.
and add since.
And add since, yeah. it's more
We
and more since.
started. I think we worked out was the January 2nd, 2019, right?
That's when you started, like the pre-prod.
That's
Yeah,
when we.
like-
That's when we
yeah.
demoed. That was when we demoed like half the tracks off the album.
No,
Yeah.
wait, I thought that was when
No,
we
we had-
recorded the
we had-
drums and the bass.
Yeah.
Nah, what? No, 2000.
Yeah.
Nah. No,
we
no,
did
no.
we did the demos earlier than that in like November of
Nah, we went to
2018.
your house.
yeah,
though.
2018. Yeah,
we went
that
to
was
your house.
Christmas.
we got to get our stories straight here.
Oh man,
it
I'm
was
not the
over
one
like
before.
New Year's.
I'm just gonna sit
It was
back.
over New Year's that we did the drums and the bass. It was before that we did all the demos at my parents' house.
Right.
When did we do the demos at your parents' house?
Like November,
that.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, oh yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
And then
as
at
long as
New
we're on the
Year's, like G'ing each other up to get in the studio and start this album. And then it's like after being hungover on January 1st, we started on January 2nd.
As you do. It's like a New Year's
Yeah.
resolution. Finish the fucking album.
Yeah.
start the album.
This is start the album. So I've been waiting
Yeah.
4 years for one of my albums to come out, and then COVID just basically just went, you got to wait a little bit longer. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
It already takes so long to just get an album
COVID is
out.
a cruel mistress.
Oh yeah, but it's giving us time to reflect and maybe reconfigure shit and figure some stuff
Oh,
out.
absolutely.
I'm not mad at all. Not mad at all.
The album during COVID has really made us like sit back and actually figure out exactly what we want to do with it and really finish it off properly, you know, rather than rush it and have it out in August like we have.
Yep, it slowed everyone down, didn't it?
Yeah.
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 I found that with most musos, like no one really, unless you're relying on like consistently playing all the time, no one really freaked out. We just went, oh okay, well I guess we got to rethink our approach and start again and see what we come up with. Like some people been bringing out some weird shit, which is really cool. I really like it.
Yeah, man. Like, I feel like everybody is just, you know, everybody that had been in lockdown is just creating as much content as possible.
Mm.
You know, everyone I speak to is who has either been in the music industry or anything in creative arts has just been using this time to make as much content as they possibly can.
Yeah.
You know, like I'd like to see what comes out in the next year or so from like the bigger bands. Like, you know, it'd be sick to see a new Radiohead album or just anything, like anything from the bigger bands that have used this time to sit in studios and just make great albums from
I
2020.
think there's going to be a lot of double LPs or EPs with like LPs with EPs that are accompanying them. So because they've got so much material just clocked up from fucking writing and cooped up. I think it's good. But at the same time, though, we're going to be drowned in so much fucking new music. It's just going to be like, where do we start?
Yeah, exactly. And people are so
it's
eager.
been nice.
Sorry, we missed one person was going to say something there. No.
You have something to say, Bodie?
I think
I was
Bodie
just saying
was
if
gonna
people
say
start-
something.
I just said just looking at Big Eagle play shows again. There's going to be just like a flooded market of tours and
Yep.
albums coming out and just content.
Well, for us in Australia, I mean, we're not getting any international acts, so this is the time now for us to make the most of it, because the fact that
Yeah,
Australian
absolutely.
music's going to get even stronger from this kind of crap, which is good.
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely a lot more open doors for Australian artists.
But you guys haven't played live yet, have you? From this, after this whole series?
Yes.
We
Yeah.
played a gig 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, last weekend,
Whereabouts?
at the Bright Side in
Oh,
the Valley.
nice. In the drive-in?
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
drive-in. Yeah, it was going to be inside, and then they changed the laws on the Friday so you could stand up and drink, and
Yep.
they also like increased capacity in outdoor areas.
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure we sold like 120 tickets, and everyone was standing up, and I guess they weren't meant to dance, but everyone was dancing, so that was really nice.
You can wiggle.
Can't
but
let
you,
people stand up, drink, watch a gig, and not dance.
you can wiggle,
It's
but you
just not
can't
gonna
move your
happen.
feet.
I think
That's
it's pretty
basically the rule.
silly, yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, people were moving around a
Yeah,
bit. It
so
was
you
good.
can do this, but as soon as you
Oh.
move your feet, you're fucked.
Whoa.
Yeah, seriously,
some
but
kind of
you-
cool
one-
game.
Just do some Peter Garrett shit.
yeah, pretty much. But
Yeah.
you can have 10,000 people at the football. It's fine. That's cool.
I'm okay with that too.
Oh damn. Oh damn. The film clip you guys did to accompany Paper Walls is pretty cool. Like the whole split screen thing. So what was
Yeah.
what was the deal behind that?
Well, we just so we got I guess I call him a friend now, but at first he's become our friend from working with us. But an artist called Uncle Chronic Bone, we met him like late last year,
Mhm.
and asked him to collab with us on the album. And so he's done all our artwork and all our press shots, and we asked him to make a video for us, and we said, this is the budget, and he said, well, that budget's shit, so if you let me do whatever I want and I have the final say on everything, I'll do it for that. And we said, that's what we want. I mean, yes.
Yes.
We said, yes, absolutely, you can do that. And so he did that, and he ordered us around, and we got really drunk, and we're on the Uncle Chronic Bone boot camp, and that's what
Yeah.
happened, and that's what you're seeing.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a really fun weekend.
I think sometimes like the best film clips that come about, the ones from where you just piss fart around and just come up with something. It doesn't feel
Yeah.
forced.
Yeah, well, the last
Yeah.
few film clips we've done, we've just tried to take it so seriously
Yeah.
and try and kind of, portray ourselves in like a super glamorous light. And it was kind of good to just be like, let's just try and get something a
Whatever.
little bit more authentic, even
Yeah.
if that just
Mm.
means what we normally do, which is just being drunken idiots.
Lo-fi is key, man. Like a lot of
Yeah.
bands just have to fucking do it because they've got no other choice but to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Totally.
Good move. So let's talk about the writing process then, because I don't like doing all generic shit questions. Mainly because I'm a muso myself and I get bored with them. So
I'm so bored of them.
the generic questions.
I guess, I mean, like, I don't want to say anything bad, but I guess we filled out so many Q&As this week
Mhm.
that I've answered.
Yeah.
I've answered the same, and like one that we like posted was like the third one I filled out that day, and I was like, we shouldn't have posted this one because I was so over it by that point. My answers just suck.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
you
I
just,
don't
like, you
mind
like-
a lot of the questions are good, but you don't
Yeah.
want to just like copy and paste the same answer.
You don't want to say the
but you
same
just
thing
kinda
all the
get a bit
time.
Well,
fatigued.
who's the chief?
Yeah.
Like the Q&A is though. Out of you lot,
We've all been doing them.
you've all been doing
Open
them.
share.
Us three, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what are the other two?
Yeah.
I just sit back and go.
There's
yeah,
been
you
a
guys are
lot to
fucking-
do. Yeah.
The other two, no, they just do whatever they want.
Throw a curveball every now and then. Just say, hey, you guys can answer this one and see what happens and see.
Philip, this is yours.
Yeah. See how consistent it is.
Yeah. I reckon he'd be good at it. I reckon
Philip would be great at it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
He'd totally.
Yeah. So bring up the writing process because a lot of people actually ask about this sort of shit, and everyone's got a different approach to writing songs and writing an album. Writing songs and writing an album is I find a completely different thing. So
Yeah.
with this in mind, with Hammer and Blush, did you guys actually? Because you were saying you started demoing it, like was it November? Did we come to a conclusion? It was November last year.
No, November
2019, 2018.
2018,
yeah.
Right? So it's the whole process.
That's when we demoed. We started recording the album in January last year.
Right. So it's actually nearly 2 years since the start of the process.
It's almost 2 years. Yeah.
So do you have like a whole concept in mind as to how you're approaching this, and this is what the sort of style you're going for, or is it just an organic? Let's write some songs and then see what works.
I think it was like the last album we did was kind of. I guess like we did write all those songs, most of those songs for that album. But there was a long time in between, and that kind of just, I don't know, that wasn't as cohesive or as like conceptualized as this album. But this album was kind of, we all had a lot of demos and we pieced them together based on what we thought fit in an album. And we really were like, this is the kind of vibe we want to be having. We want to have, a couple of these sorts of songs and a couple of these sorts of songs, and we want to be using, similar like keyboard patches and stuff throughout, and similar guitar tones. So yeah, this was pretty conceptualized. Have you got the album artwork on your laptop right now?
I can see Bodhi's brought it up, man. I asked you to have it in the background because it's I love the artwork of the Hammer and Blush, dude. It's really cool.
So good.
We'll talk about the artwork a little bit later. But, yeah.
Yeah. So this was, I think, more conceptualized than anything we've ever done before. But like, in that way, we didn't like sit there at square one with nothing and just say, "All right, let's write track one."
Okay. So you had ideas.
But I mean, yeah, we had ideas floating around, but like we could thread a line through the tracks of each other's that we thought really fit together and was the vibe that we wanted to go for.
Because is this album 3?
Yeah, we all just naturally. This is album 2.
Album 2, but you've had an EP.
2
before
EPs,
this.
one album, and this is album
two EPs.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nathan. I didn't mean
yeah, like the last record was. That's all good. The last record was like so proggy.
Yeah, that was
like especially the second half of it that we did kind of want to just get back to songs that we knew would like go down well live and that would be easier to slot into a live set instead of like trying to have to figure out a completely new way to play the songs off the last record live because they just weren't translating.
How so? Too proggy for the audience? Too much of a trip?
Just too layered as well.
Yeah.
And too
where they're at now, I think is really good, but they've all changed so much, and they don't. A lot of them don't sound anything like the recordings.
Remix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fun to do, but I guess we wanted to do something that was like, here's the album, listen to it, and then it's pretty much going to sound exactly like that when we play it live.
Yeah. So do you guys like use backing tracks as well, like an SPDX or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
For everything that we can't do,
yeah.
That was another thing that we wanted to try and just simplify the songs on this album. Like on the last album, our biggest thing was just to layer and layer and layer until we could get as sound as we could. With this one, for a lot of the tracks, there are only one or two guitars, and that's it, and maybe like a synth patch, and then that is the skeleton of the song. The SPD is really there just for the little sound effects and stuff that we can't do live, or maybe like the strings that we recorded on that
a pad or something.
Yeah. So you guys would be playing to click too, yeah, when you play live?
Phil does, yeah.
Oh damn.
He's done really well
for Philip, but he really.
It was hard at first.
Yeah.
The main thing is just.
I think he liked it.
Sorry, Bodhi.
Oh, I was just saying it was a tough transition at first for him, but I think that he play without it now. The most complicated thing is just getting a good mix in his ears live.
So a lot of drummers fucking hate it, but then I know a few that actually swear by it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, once you practice it enough, it just becomes like second nature to them.
Yeah, pretty much, and that they hold the key. They have the hold the control and that sort of stuff too. So do you? Sorry.
So I was just saying, like, once we started playing to click, like, it makes all of us so much tighter.
Yeah.
And, you know, earlier I remember so many gigs where we'd all be drunk or excited and we'd turn to Philip and just be like, dude, you're playing so fast. You can't keep up.
We would shave like 10 minutes off our set and be like, what? We're already done.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So with working with Click and the SPD as well, like you would have to fully structure out like a proper set list, right? When you're doing your live show, like it'd have to be fully planned out, and it's gonna be the same one every time.
I guess like we're not too spontaneous in that, but I guess we never really have been. We've always been pretty much like, this is how it's going to go, and we know, and we were always picking like, this song's going to go into this song, and this is the vibe that we want to create. So it's always been pretty curated.
Yeah.
Do you find that takes away from the live element for you?
Well, there's so much gear on stage and so many instruments to be played at once. So
I think it just makes it a bit more seamless for us. Less of a worry.
Apart
if
from
we've already practiced it that way in practice, it's kind of like putting on a show, like a performance, like a musical. Like it's pretty sequenced.
It's art,
and that just helps. Yeah, that just helps us to be more carefree and just be more in the flow.
It depends on the show as well. Like if it's a bigger show with a bigger stage, like a festival stage or something, you know, we might even ask people to come and join us on stage, and that way we can take stuff out of the backing track and you know, add sax player or something like that, just to spice things up a bit. But like Joe said, generally our sets are pretty thought out prior, and you know, might just play the songs one after each other at a gig at Brisbane, but for the bigger shows, we'll, you know, try and link songs together and have interludes. And
make it more like an immersive album experience, basically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that kind of feeling. Like sometimes it does mess with your head a little bit that you just can consistently playing the same set. But it also makes everything tighter, though.
Room.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
that was crazy. Wait, Nathan.
Nathan, just
and then start again.
What happened?
You just like slowed.
You went
full slow. Really funny.
That
was really
funny. That was the best.
Fuck yeah. Let's sample that.
Yeah,
that was sick.
I'll give you the WAV file from the actual podcast and you can use it.
I was going to say is that it's kind of way because it, like knowing that set back to front, I don't know, it doesn't feel rigid. It kind of like lets you be creative.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
It lets you like put all your focus on being creative in the performative kind of aspect rather than, I don't know, awkward silence is just like, did it do it again?
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you, NBN, you brilliant thing.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
your phone.
Just.
You're stuck in the Matrix, Nathan.
Oh yeah, now Joe just did it.
Really?
No,
Oh, fuck.
it's on your end.
Nah, man. You're crazy, Nathan. I'm fine. I'm in Brisbane. You're in friggin' Palmwoods.
Oh wow. Well,
how's it now?
That's way better.
Fantastic.
Great,
and Joe just gave away your location. You're actually only like 10 minutes away from me right now.
Hey.
And now he's frozen.
Bye, Nathan.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We got you.
The digital age.
I'm just going to keep sitting in different corners of this room.
You're going to black spot for the Wi-Fi.
That's a good corner.
Oh, we got you now.
You got me now?
Yeah. You
Okay,
just don't have a cool background anymore. That's all.
No, I'm just going to sit on the floor. It's fine.
That's fine. That's fine. Bodhi, if you want to sort of, I don't know if you can close in on the artwork for the album, because this is some of the sickest artwork for an album I've seen in quite some
We're
time.
not allowed.
Oh,
we can't. Wait,
can't-
we haven't talked about this, but we can't say what it is.
Oh, okay, that's all right. But
There's got to be an element of mystery.
So you
to
can-
what
Honestly,
it
I
is.
couldn't tell you anyway.
Oh yeah, I was trying to figure it
okay.
out. before,
I know what it is.
Just looks like some blowtorch shit, you know.
it looks like
Just
some spun
shut your
candy.
mouth.
I don't know, but I just like the
It's a
artwork.
stone. It's a rare gem from.
It's an infinity
galaxy.
stone.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. So, because the same artist did the artwork for Paper Walls, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
The same
the
artist.
same artist.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of the artworks for the album will be from the same artist. Yeah.
So how'd that relationship come about with that artist? Because it's fucking wicked.
He made the album artwork for a friends band of ours.
Mhm.
They're called Deadlights.
Oh yeah, I know
and,
Deadlights. Fucking love that band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our bass player Jordan used to play in that band, and so we're good friends with those guys. And we went to their album listening party about like 2 or 3 years ago, and we just always loved that artwork. And I met James that night, and we didn't really say much because we both were really fucked up. But then I followed him on Instagram, and I went to a show of his that he did last year, and then he ended up coming to a gig of ours and hung out with us after, and we just like fell in love with his art, and he'd just been really prolific at that point. So we hit him up and we were like, do you want to jump on board for the whole album? And so we had a meeting, and we just all just vibed hard. So we just love that guy, and he's really happy to be making our art.
He's also just incredibly easy to work with.
Got a lot of artists like that, man.
He meets deadlines and is really just enjoyable to be around. So
did you have a meeting with
Makes
him?
us feel comfortable
well, that's key as well. But did you have a meeting
and
with him
uncomfortable.
and discuss the themes of the actual sort of the album entirety and give him a brief?
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, we sent him the album, and he pretty much told us what his imagery was from that listen, and then we were just like really interested to hear what he had to say and on board with his ideas. So
that's cool, man.
Yeah,
like a lot of people that don't have anything to do with like being musicians, releasing an album or a single for that matter, don't realize how important the relationship between music and art actually is.
Yeah, incredibly.
Like it's
we really
we've never really put anywhere near as much time into film clips as we had the music. But now, the way people consume music, like I would probably rather see a video clip and listen to the song at the same time. So we've never really nailed that side of media that supports the song that we spent so long working on. It's usually just like a last minute thing that we'll get a film clip together. So it is really, really important that you end up coming up with something that is solid as the song is.
that like fits.
Yeah.
Because that would just be a wicked fucking tour poster that on its own, that thing. Sorry.
Yeah, totally. I can't wait for that tour poster to be out. Yeah.
When we could tour again. When we could tour again.
Yeah.
So I should mention that you guys are playing Soul Bar finally next month. It's actually like only half a month away, isn't it? It's like November 6th. That's not that far.
November 6th. Yeah.
3 weeks away. Yeah.
Yeah, and you've
It's been ages since we played there.
Was it the beginning of the year or last year?
No, it was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like August or September last year.
Oh, wow. So over a year.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well overdue.
Yeah.
And you got
well overdue.
You got June supporting you, which is pretty cool. So they're
June are our boys and girl. We love them.
Yeah, love them.
Is it just June, or you got someone else with you as well?
I think it's just June.
Just June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You doing one show or two?
I think
one. I don't know. Wait, two? What?
2 sessions, right?
2 sessions.
Is it 2 sessions? What's the capacity right now?
It's just a joke.
Oh no.
I think the cap's only like 80, right?
Yeah, it's still only at 80, I believe. but it could be could be up to 100. Don't quote me on that. It's
Seems like you know more than we do, so
it's my job to do that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Well, a job that doesn't pay fucking anything, but yeah.
Yeah.
But then you do a Black Bear Lodge one in December 11th, and in between that sandwich in the middle is you're going back. You playing? Have you played Moe's Desert Warehouse before? No,
No, we've never played there.
No.
Yep.
It's a newbie at Moe's.
what's it like?
I've actually never been there. I've seen plenty of shows from a distance, but I've actually never been there. But I know that they, Christian and Kim actually put a lot of effort into making that thing the juggernaut that it is.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited to play the Gold Coast. That's
Yeah, we
just
don't play
somewhere
there
that
very
we've
often.
never really cracked.
It's a weird. I've always struggled playing Goldie. Like with Barefoot, we generally play like Miami Marquetta or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I've done
Shark
Shark Bar's dead.
Still?
Shark Bar died, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we played.
Yeah, that was like when we played
last-
there. They were like closing down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was like the
I thought
last month
they
they were open.
that was a really cool venue. That's like the only.
Yeah, I like that.
Sticky
Really
floors and
decent.
unstable stage.
And
It
I think they
reminded me
had
of-
Mother on tap.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that was
that's
pretty
a
good.
bonus. It reminded me of Kings Beach Tavern back in the day.
It does a little bit, but upstairs, yeah, because it's split.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's KB.
I actually played a while. I did it twice, I think it was. Was it twice? Reggae Night Stand. It was just full of Brazilians upstairs.
Wow,
It was
So good.
sick.
yeah. It was weird playing
There's-
that venue, and it was just full. I don't know. I
Yeah,
played-
that sounds
We're
sick.
like- Play there.
But you got.
What?
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, we were all age when we played at Kings Beach Tavern, right?
We were all underage when we played at Kings Beach Tavern.
Yeah.
Probably the first time. Yeah.
Was it a
Yeah,
band?
I think
comp?
I was every time I played there.
True.
Yeah, same. I think you were the only one. Maybe you and Luke were the only ones that played there over age.
Yeah, because I'm old.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Please. I've actually probably been playing bass longer than when you guys have been alive. Just so you know.
Okay.
Unless you got to 27 and then, yeah, then we can call it even.
Ooh.
Got you guys on the giggles. So, yeah. All right. Well, fuck. I've got all the questions I actually wanted to ask from you guys. That was fucking cool. I did want to actually ask Nath, like, because we were talking about the guitar wall behind you.
Oh yeah.
I did actually want to sort of bring that
I
up a little
can.
bit.
Yeah. Well, my dad makes guitars. So
Yeah. Give your dad a plug,
the
man.
one I
because
always
it's
play
fucking
with the
cool.
band.
Yeah.
I'll give him a plug. I'll just go through here. Got a little Les Paul here.
That telly in the background,
Couple of
sick.
tellies. Got a.
And then a
Yeah,
Bodhi.
that's my baby. Just hung it up while I'm staying here. What do we got?
It was just
And he didn't make the
Bodhi
mandolin.
came up when you said that's my
And we got a
baby.
strap. It's my baby. And yeah, Bodhi's
That's my
got
baby.
yeah, Bodhi's got a Telecaster made out of aluminium, I think, that he made as well, or is it
What?
stainless steel? I can't remember. Yeah,
Oh,
he's a clever
it's
man.
coming
There
up,
it is.
but like it's yeah. Hang on, let's see if I can get it up. No.
You can't see that? Can you see
Nah.
that?
Oh, yep, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Whoa!
There
Oh
it
damn!
is. Oh, shiny.
Hey, shiny. Look at the sparkle.
That's sick.
So
Lots of
yeah,
finger
there's no
marks.
website at the moment, but I guess if anyone wants a guitar, just swing me a
Wait.
message.
I got another one too. Hang on.
Because that aluminium one was like,
Oh, yeah,
almost like a
but-
slimline kind of thing, wasn't it? And that one's cool.
Yeah, it was the
Yeah, like a thin line.
Hello, buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah. Man.
sounds amazing. We used it a lot on the album for like a lot of the clean sounds.
Mm.
Yeah, it's gonna really.
It's real sparkly.
Is it heavy?
Yeah. It's light as.
Really?
My Les Paul is fucking heavy.
So heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just Les
Yeah.
Pauls though. But then, like, I play 6-string
Yeah.
bass, and that's fucking heavy.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
True.
I remember. You've got like Oh, it's not a Warwick, is it? Yours?
It's a custom based on a Warwick. So it was made down in Sydney. There's a guitar workshop down in Sydney that makes them, and it's based on a Warwick thumb.
Yeah, because you've had that for a while, hey?
Yeah, 13, 14 years or something like that.
Yeah.
I've only started playing it again though. Like I in Barefoot I play a 5-string Music Man.
Oh, sick.
Nice.
Up, like single pickup.
Yeah, it's a Sterling,
Yeah.
so it's like not the proper Music Man, but not the cheapy one either. So it's just solid.
Yeah.
I'm just not a. I don't know. I always like the thicker neck on things. That's why I've never really played like a jazz bass or anything like that. I just find jazz basses.
Well, if you get playing a 6-string, you got some strong fingers. Those things are tough.
That's hectic. Yeah.
It's more like I got to go see an osteo once a week to correct my shoulder. I'm not kidding. I do.
Oh no!
Fuck.
I'm like this the whole time, man. It's just it's insane.
Heavy.
Yeah, that's why Les Claypool always says, "Man, I don't know why I still play the damn thing." He will say that. Yeah. I'm gonna wrap this up because this has been fucking fun, but I'm running out of time, and we got all the stuff we need. You guys, the paper walls has come out. I plugged it. I think I plugged it last week for you guys. Didn't I?
You did.
Thank you.
Yeah, all good. It's a good song. So that's out now. Hammer and Blush, the album comes out next May, so we got to wait like 7 months before we can see that. But it's cool. But
We'll be releasing lots of singles.
you got more coming.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. We'll have quite a few more singles before the album.
Cool.
Yeah.
And more like lo-fi film clips too.
Let's hope so.
Quite possibly.
Let's do
Quite
it.
possibly.
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah. Nath, Joe, Bodie, it's been a pleasure. Just hang on the line now. I'll do a quick debrief with you. But yeah, catch the Jensens at Soul Bar on November 6th because it'll be sick. Assuming that hasn't sold out already. I don't think it has yet.
No, it has not.
No.
I
But
don't think so.
it will soon. Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
I sincerely hope you enjoyed that podcast with the Jensens. It was fun. Do check him out. Do check out Paper Walls. I'll put the link in the thing below, the description below. And if you haven't subscribed, I haven't done this in a while, so you go over down there, press that subscribe button. Plenty more coming up. Yeah, it's been a while. Been crazy. Thank you for supporting local music, live music, Australian music, all sorts of music. You guys are legends. Cheers.